Let me show you how people study for PTE reading. The number one, they memorize reading, fill in the blanks, and reading, writing, fill in the blanks from the repeated list. If the question comes, they're happy. If the question doesn't come, mostly it will not come. They're sad, marks will go down. Likewise, they memorize reordering the paragraph as well without understanding the approach, without putting any effort towards it. If the question comes, they're happy. If the question doesn't come, they give exam again and again. The third one, people go with intuition while solving reading, fill in the blanks, and reading, writing, fill in the blanks. They only want to use their heart, lungs, kidneys, intestines, but not their brain. And there are some who practice every day for straight 10 hours. But if you ask them the approach, they are never of it. If you belong to this category, then trust me, don't study PTE reading like this. And make sure you watch the video till the end to make most use of this 15 days strategy for a perfect 90. Hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE Academic. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome per-packed video on don't study PTE reading like this 15 day strategy for a 90 out of 90. Well, before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can check the information in the description of this video. We'll have a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, send us a message. We will do the needful. Alright, without any further delay, let's straight away get right into the video. 15 days, 2 hours each day, 30 hours in total. We're going to learn approach, implementation, and practice. So for this 15 day strategy, let's start with what we're supposed to do on the day 1 and the day 2. Day 1 and the day 2 is not for practicing. Practicing is towards the end once you have fixed the approach. 1 + 1 is equal to 3. And you keep on practicing bigger mathematical problems. Will you be able to see any progression? Of course not. So first thing is not practicing. First thing is unlearn and relearn, meaning the approach. You got to learn the grammar. You got to learn collocation, contextual skills. I've made many videos. One such video is the 6-hour full course video on reading, fill in the blanks. You got to watch that properly, dedicatedly, because that will fix your grammar, collocation, and the context. Not just that, recently I made 3-hour full course on reading, fill in the blanks alone. Check that as well. These two are the primary thing that you need to go after if you want to fix that approach on day 1 and day 2. Also on day 1 and day 2, you need to understand the modules that are priority and the modules that are not priority when it comes to PTE reading section. Remember, reading marks comes from 3 sections. First is read aloud, second is reading, fill in the blanks, third is reading, writing, fill in the blanks. Read aloud I'm not covering in this video. I'm covering reading, fill in the blanks, and reading, writing, fill in the blanks. I know many are wondering, what about choose single answer reading, choose multiple answer reading, reorder the paragraph reading? They're not priority. Reorder to some extent you can study if you really want to, but my take on reorder is not important. 4-5 marks hardly it contributes towards your reading. If you know the answer, you try getting the correct answer. If you're getting the correct answer, if you can solve reorder in less than 1.5 minutes, well and good. If you're not able to solve, post 1.5 minutes as well. Randomly select and move on. Don't have to get too much into reorder in the paragraph. It's such a module that even if you practice for years, the perfection may not come, and it's not very important as well. Reorder the paragraph, you can check my reorder the paragraph part 1 and part 2 video I've made in the YouTube long time back. Those strategies still work. All the questions will be based on that strategy, and if you do that, that's enough. No need to practice a lot for reordering the paragraph. Choose single answer and choose multiple answer. You're gonna just select one answer and move on. It is not important. It is not going to give you any marks. Having said this, now what is left? Reading, fill in the blanks, and reading, writing, fill in the blanks. For this, you need the approach, implementation, and the practice. After fixing the approach on day 1 and day 2, we will proceed to day 3 and day 4, just 2 days. What we're gonna do, we're gonna introspect where we are going wrong, why we make mistakes. There could be factors as to why a particular student falls for the traps, makes mistake in reading, fill in the blanks, or reading, writing, fill in the blanks. As a result, he or she always ends up getting 2 out of 5, 1 out of 5, 0 out of 5, or 3 out of 5, but never 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5. The very first reason could be vocabulary problem. The person reads but not able to understand what it is. As a result, he has very less knowledge on what the context is. So he selects whatever he thinks is correct. The second reason could be falling for the traps. There would be traps enticing you, attracting you. Correct? You just pick them up thinking it's the correct answer without even thinking more about it. The next reason is interchanging the options. You know everything, but third one you put to fourth one, and fourth one you put to third one. These are the major reasons why a particular student ends up always getting low scores in reading FIB and reading, writing FIB. Apart from this, contextual skills, that is vocabulary itself. If you can understand a particular word, meaning you understand the context. correct? Contextual skills boils down to your vocabulary. So in a nutshell, it's vocabulary problem, falling for the traps and interchanging the options. Let me show you a small demonstration wherein a student makes all this 3 mistakes for a particular question. So let's solve this particular reading fill in the blanks question. I'm gonna add a timer of 2.5 minutes. Try doing it, but mostly at least 60-70% of the students would fall for the traps, interchange the options, and will have a vocabulary problem. Because of that, they end up getting 2 out of 5 or 1 out of 5. But let's try doing it. Let's see if we can get 5 out of 5. Post 2.5 minutes. I'm going to come back and show you where you went wrong with respect to these 3 reasons. Let's start. Alright, let's understand how to do this. Exaggerated personas. Now, a person who do not know the meaning of exaggerated would not understand the context. As a result, first one, 100% will write it wrong. Exaggerated personas refer to overly dramatic. Exaggerated persona means you try to show more than what you are, showing off, flaunting, hyping, correct? Exaggerated personas refer to overly dramatic or dash versions, exaggerated versions of individuals' characters, often portrayed in media, literature or social settings. In Instagram, he is different. Real life, he is different. In real life, he is dark. Instagram, full of fair, exaggerated personas. So in the first one, what people end up writing, they're not understanding what is exaggerated, what is dramatic. So they think with their kidneys, lungs, intuition, exodus, something, yeah. This word is so attractive. I think exodus is the answer. Exodus means mass movement of people. So it's what version? Amplified version. Amplify is to increase the strength. Amplify the signal. Keep the antenna this way so the signal gets amplified. Your TV, you can watch the cricket match in the TV. Isn't it? So it's amplified versions. The first is amplified versions. These personas can be used to attract attention, entertain or manipulate data. Data is that beautiful girl who is over there. Mr. Butterball watching her just because she said hi. Completely forgot in front of him there is a big drainage, fell into the drainage. That is what is happening here. They're not even talking about data. They're talking about exaggerated personas. Hype, flaunting, showing off. Why will you talk about manipulate data? The context is these personas can be used to attract attention, entertain or manipulate a particular behavior, that's perceptions. Hope you're getting it. If I'm wearing a suit here, the proper dress, with a bow and tie and each and everything, you would have a different perception about me, isn't it? So the same way here, they manipulate the perceptions, feel, attention, entertainment, and manipulate, change perceptions, not a data, guys. So many would have written data. That means you're going with your intuition. Heart is telling you. Duck, heart is giving you a signal. Go with the data. It's very easy, correct? While they can be amusing and memorable, exaggerated personas may also dash reality. Now people end up writing obscure reality. You don't obscure the reality. Obscure is to make it blur, hide. They don't obscure the reality, rather they shake the reality. Rather they destroy the reality. It is distorting the reality, causing misunderstandings and unrealistic expectations. They often dash genuine traits. Genuine character will not come out. It hides the genuine traits. Obscure. I'm pretty much sure 60-70% of the students would have interchanged these two. They would have written obscure reality and they often distort genuine traits. That means the context is the problem. You're not understanding what it says. You're not immersed too deep into the paragraph. You're just putting the answer the way you want it without putting that much effort. The clues are very important. So it's like a police officer investigating a case, a murder case, murder mystery, where 3 are accused. Anyone can be the killer. Out of these 3, one is little dark like me, the other 2 are very fair. Now just because this person is dark like me, the police officer cannot say, oh, he is the killer. What the police officer will do? He tries to find the clues, evidence, CCTV camera, this, investigation. So a lot of things involved, isn't it so? Here as well, those kind of reasoning has to happen. So how do we improve this logical reasoning skills? Very soon I'm going to talk about that. App that you can download and play to work on your logical reasoning skills. But for now, this is the problem. The logic is the problem. In the end, it all boils down to your patience. If you have patience, you will try doing it, man. You will not leave this paragraph. Even if it crosses 2.5 minutes, you will pause it and try to check. Something is missing, something is missing. If that is happening, you're in the right path. If nothing is happening, you're just going, dash reality, obscure reality, distort genuine traits. Simply if you're writing that way, because it's very easy, you're not putting 1% of effort. This is not being used. Only this is being used. Hope you're getting it. Now the next one. Making it difficult to distinguish authenticity from. One is authentic, other is not authentic. Not authentic means he's pretending. Pretending, he is pretending. Pretending is verb. To pretend. Pretense is the noun. Hope you're getting it. So here only we saw vocabulary problem. Interchanging the options problem. Falling for the trap. Falling for the trap is manipulate data. Vocabulary problem is for the first one and the last one. Interchanging the options for the third and fourth. Some questions will be like this, wherein people would completely make mistakes and go for a toss. They wouldn't even realize that they made mistakes. So these are the reasons. So how do we work on it? Just by practicing straight 10 hours a day or 23 hours a day, 1 hour I sleep, I'll not even eat, I'll not even take bath, I'll not even brush, but I'll practice. Will it work? No. Pay more attention. You got to divide your time. That's what the strategy is all about. 15-day strategy, right? First 2 days approach. The next third and the fourth days, you have to understand this. And in parallel, do this 3 things. What are these 3 things? 30 minutes or 1 hour reading a novel. This will help you work on your vocabulary, reading skills, fast reading, and lot many factors. You can read novels, newspapers, magazines, bbc.com, online websites, whatever it is, whatever that lay on your hands, whatever that you confront, start reading. At least minimum 30 minutes, if possible 1 hour or more. The second is, falling for the traps can be overcome by being extra conscious. Consciousness is not free, man. And you cannot even go to a market and buy it for $5, $10. It is within you. You have to invoke it. Correct? That invoking will not come. You got to meditate. You got to understand yourself, why you're not able to concentrate. So meditation is one such activity that I know of, which will definitely help you, work on your consciousness. But if you have other ways, try doing it, but its consciousness is the key. Being sharp, becoming more aware, becoming more vigilant. These are the stuff. It's not just practicing. It's mostly what you do outside PT. Hope you're getting it. And then to work on your reasoning, logical reasoning. See, reasoning is all about what amount of memory that is left here to perform a particular action. You can perform an action only when there is some memory. If the memory is very less in your computer, what will happen? Computer will become very slow. isn't it? The same way here, it also becomes very slow if there is not much of the memory left, because a lot of memory has been filled with lot of unwanted data. Tomorrow my appraisal, that manager, I think I will go and hit him one data. He's not approving my leaves. That a friend of mine today, if he comes, I will definitely won't talk to him. All this unwanted data, we have filled it. Now how to clear it? How to expand it? Dual and back. This game you can download in your Android or iPhone. 15 minutes a day, try doing it. I'm telling you, works the best. Trust me on this. I have tried. My record is n is equal to 5, but one of my students has done n is equal to 8 or 7. So it's a very tricky game. At first glimpse, you may not actually understand what the game is all about, but when you introspect, give some time to understand what it is, how to play using some YouTube videos. So many people have explained how to play this game, but this game definitely does the magic. So if you want that reading 90 in the next 15 days, hey, you got to do this, man. Be ready for it. Next is day 5 to day 10. Every day 2 hours, if possible more than 2 hours, but every day at least 2 hours, you're gonna do rigorous practice. And when you practice, go with the approach. Day 1 and day 2, you would have understood the approach. Day 3 and day 4, you would have understood where you go wrong. Now it's all about implementing them by understanding all these things, by not falling for the traps. Try doing it by trying to guess the meaning of a word, not interchanging the options. These are the approaches, and if you keep reading books in parallel, if you keep playing dual and back in parallel, trust me that finding clues and reasoning will automatically develop. You would do it. At least you'll be getting 4 out of 5, if not 5 out of 5, within these 4-5 days when you understand what truly it is. So day 5 to day 10 is where you rigorously practice reading fill in the blanks, at least 2 hours, probably 10 reading fill in the blanks question and 10 reading writing fill in the blanks question. In addition, you can make use of ChatGPT to learn some 30 new vocabulary words every day. The prompt goes like this: hi ChatGPT, I need to learn some 30 new vocabulary. Can you help me out with their meanings and the use cases? At least 2 examples for each. The same way, you can also learn some 30 new collocations every day. You log into the ChatGPT so it would know that previously you asked for this. Next day when you ask for 30 new words again, it will not give the same words that it gave before. It will try giving new words because it has all the data. So log into ChatGPT using your Gmail and start using it to work on your vocabulary. 30 new words every day, 30 new collocations every day. That means 60 new things that you would learn each day. Now 15 days, you're gonna do it. 15, 6 and 90, 900 words. Easily you're gonna do it in the next 15 days. Trust me, it is possible. Just if you look at the stairs, you'll be very scared. You 1,000 stairs are there. Take the first stair. Take the first baby step today. Trust me, without you even realizing, you would have already reached the top. So day 1 and 2 is the approach. Day 3 and 4 is where we understood the mistakes. Day 5 to 10, meaning 5 to 6 days, we practiced a lot. Now the next is to know where you stand, meaning evaluation. So today I'm going to give you a test for 15 marks. So whatever you do today, the same way you got to evaluate from day 11 to day 15, meaning 5 days. Trust me, you do this on 16th day, you should have a complete comprehensive knowledge over here to solve any reading fill in the blanks or reading writing fill in the blanks very, very confidently. So let's start the test. 15 marks, 3 questions. Each question I'm going to add a timer of 2.5 minutes. Let's see how many of you can get 15 out of 15. First question, here you go. Alright, I really hope you have solved the first question. It's a simple one, not that difficult. Let's understand how to do it. Seashells are hard protective exoskeletons created by sea creatures such as, no sea creature has to come, snail, clam, mollusks. One more additional grammar rule is snails has S, clams has S, so it also has to end mostly in S. Predators, beachgoers, animals, mollusks, treasures. So mollusks is the only thing that is going there. Mollusks is a kind of snail. These shells serve as a defensive barrier. You defend against whom? Someone who is going to come and hit you. You defend against predators, not animals, not hunters. These shells serve as a defensive barrier against predators and harsh environmental conditions. They're composed mainly of CaCO3 calcium carbonate, which we used in our schools long time back, chalk piece, making them strong. It is very strong. It is usually comes for a contrast. It is strong, yet weak. Weak is delicate, not powerful. If you're writing powerful, that means you're just going with your heart, lungs, kidney, intestine. Hope you're getting it. Seashells come in various shapes, size and colors, often reflecting the species they belong to. Dash from their biological importance, apart from their biological importance, or aside from. I've seen people using wildlife from, animals from, treasures from. Just like that, they use its biological importance on one side, artistic importance on the other. Biological importance is to defend against predators. Shark is going to come, and these mollusks or snails will cover, with the seashell. That is one of the importances. Other importance is jewelry art. So there are two things apart from this biological importance or aside from. The last one, their unique designs make them popular collectibles among beach goers. Correct? People who go to beach, right? They're going to collect these seashells. And shell enthusiasts. So first one is mollusks. Second one, barrier against predators, strong and delicate aside from, and the last one, collectibles among beach goers and shell enthusiasts. Let's take up a second question, 2.5 minutes. Here we go. So this is a little tricky one. You need to get the complete context. Constitutions by their nature confine themselves. This is confining. I'm just confined myself to the small room. Confine yourself largely to dash. Largely to constitution. will go by rules and regulations, isn't it? Largely to principles. Principles is the first one. What people would end up writing after two verb has to come? Act. Just like that, they would have written wrong after two noun can come. He went to London, isn't it? So it's first is principles. Second one, however, democracy system of checks and balances to prevent abuse of power means that laws can be. Democracy system of checks and balances to prevent someone misusing it. Meaning laws can be monitored, scrutinized. After BE, verb 3 has to come scrutinized or portrayed, abducted. Abducted means to kidnap. So scrutinized by the judiciary to see if they're consistent with the constitution. This judicial review, meaning someone coming and review, it is a source of problem. Source of dash, and is often dash as a battle between. If there's a battle going on, it's a source of problem, isn't it? So source of problem, the only word that fits in it is friction. Source of friction, and is often dash as collocation, portrayed as. Last one, across democracies, time and again, the power of judicial review is the dash of dispute between. The power of judicial review, you're going to do a review, at that point it starts. What? Dispute between legislature and the judiciary. At that point, it's a point of dispute. Point is also called locus. So this is a little tricky one. I'm not denying it, but you could have gotten at least 3 or 4, not 0 or 1. The first is principles, second is scrutinized. Often portrayed as the fourth one, third is source of friction, meaning fight, friction. The fifth is review is the locus of dispute. Now a small task, check the meaning of locus and its usage in Google Gemini or ChatGPT. Anyone would help you out, but don't forget doing this. This is the most important thing. You learn, don't forget, you learn and just retain. Now the last question, we're not taking reading fill in the blanks, rather we're taking up reading, writing fill in the blanks. 2.5 minute timer. Here you go. Alright, I really hope it's a simple one. Not very difficult, you could have solved it like this. Most of them are collocations. The younger generation spends a lot of time on TV, on social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. It's on social media collocation. Either creating or consuming cringe-inducing content. Cringe is something that's not a good one. Something that's bad or something that's negative. That's something that invokes anxiety, fear. This represents a considerable opportunity dash for these individuals and for society as a whole, as the time spent could have been allocated to a more meaningful usage. You're spending a lot of time on Instagram, 5 hours a day. These 5 years you could have used it somewhere else. That means it costs something, opportunity cost. 2 people yesterday went to swim there. It costed their lives. Costing something means you're not getting it. Hope you're getting it. Opportunity cost for these individuals and for the society as a whole. Meaning someone is missing out on the opportunity. Hope you're getting it. This is the best explanation I can give you. You can just check what is this opportunity cost in the internet. You will understand this collocation. So first is on, second is considerable opportunity cost for these individuals. As time spent could have been allocated to a more meaningful things. More meaningful pursuits. Pursuits means something that you go after, something that you follow for. Hope you're getting it. I want to pursue or pursuit of mine. The pursuit of happiness means to go behind happiness, to go after happiness. As we navigate this evolving landscape, it is essential to strike the balance between entertainment on one end. Okay, you want to watch the Instagram, you do it, but have balance. You want to watch some entertainment, funny videos, you watch. At the same time, you read a book. At the same time, you do some productive work. So it's entertainment and something that helps you understand who you are. Dash, ensuring that we do get our dose of laughter. Yes, we do get our laughter without the dash of, without losing our intelligence, without the degradation of our intellectual discourse. Hope you are getting it. We need to balance the entertainment and look deep within ourselves. That is introspection. Reverberation means echoing, not discipline, not laughter. Strike a balance between entertainment and introspection. Look into yourselves, so that you get your dose of laughter, so that you get your entertainment for 30 minutes without losing your intellectual, without the degradation, not upgradation of intellectual discourse. So the answers are on opportunity cost, meaningful pursuits, balance, strike a balance between entertainment and introspection, dose of laughter without losing your intelligence or degradation, pure context and collocation. Total 15 marks. I would humbly request everybody to leave your comments in the comment section. Help us understand how much marks you've gotten. Based on your marks, we're gonna come up with a new video by increasing the difficulty or decreasing it. But hope you understood 15 days, 2 hours a day, 30 hours for the next 15 days. You follow this rigorously by being very conscious about what is happening within you. You're not reasoning out the things, blindly going with your heart, kidney, lungs, falling for the trap, interchanging options. When you're aware of this, then the next thing just opens up. When you're not even aware of what is happening, why you're not able to get 5 out of 5 and end up getting 2 out of 5 every time, if you're not even aware of it, then how this 10 hour of practice will help you. Hope you're getting it. I really hope this was an informative video. If you believe the same, like, share and subscribe and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. With this, I'll park the video here, guys. This is Nakul and AKUL Nakul signing off from SKILLS PTE Academic. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.